Work on a new Venom movie has already started. Recently, Venom The Last Dance was released, and Sony has already earned over $322 million worldwide, with the movie having a budget of just $120 million. All three Venom movies combined have earned over $1.5 billion so far. Technically, Venom movies are Sony's biggest hit. However, this time, Venom will be someone else, and there's a chance we will get an R-rated Venom movie. Let's not forget Knull. And there are also rumors floating around about the Sinister Six making an appearance. Let's break it all down and talk about each one of these. First, let's talk about the next Venom movie. I've already mentioned in my video about the future of Venom and Knull that Venom The Last Dance has already set up the stage for the next Venom movie, where we saw Flash Thompson, now without legs, who will eventually become Agent Venom. I'm really excited to see this character. His comic book origin is one of my favorite comic stories, and the fact that we've seen Flash Thompson in several Spider-Man movies, but now we're going to see him in his Agent Venom form, makes this character even more interesting. Flash Thompson, whose full name is Eugene Thompson, has an amazing character arc. He was a school bully who gets inspired by Spider-Man and chooses a completely different path in life, one that eventually leads him to become Agent Venom. His story was first introduced in The Amazing Spider-Man issue number 574, where Flash, after returning from the Iraq War, is lying in a hospital bed when a senior Army officer comes to question him about his Medal of Honor. The officer first asks about Flash's nickname, Flash, which he got because he tends to rush into things. He is then asked about his service in Vietnam and his childhood, where his father, a police officer, used to beat him up. Flash was initially a bully in school, but when Spider-Man appeared, Flash was one of the first to start a Spider-Man fan club. But being a Spider-Man fan didn't help him in school, and once, when Dr. Doom captured him, he asked Flash why he was such a big fan of Spider-Man. Flash explained that no one understood Spider-Man or appreciated him, but despite all the bad things that happened to Spider-Man, he always kept going. Flash remembers the beatings from his father, and then the Army officer questions him about his service in Iraq, which earned him the Medal of Honor. Flash recalls an incident when he and his squad were on a mission in a Stryker vehicle. Suddenly, a blast flipped their vehicle, trapping Flash and other soldiers inside. Flash didn't lose focus and managed to open the vehicle's door and get everyone out. But they were soon ambushed by insurgents, and Flash and a few other soldiers went head-on into the middle of the battlefield, as Flash had learned to tackle situations head-on, whether the plan was perfect or not. Flash fought off insurgents, and during the battle, one of his juniors, Santos, got caught in a tripwire, leading to a powerful explosion. Santos was badly injured, and Flash's radio was broken, making communication impossible. Flash encouraged Santos to stay strong and went to get help. But while trying to help his injured junior, Flash was confronted by 6 insurgents. Fighting 6 of them was tough, but not impossible. Flash's armor took most of the bullets, but he still managed to take down a few insurgents before retreating. One of the insurgents who was first defeated by Flash put an epinephrine shot into Flash's body to keep him from feeling the pain. Flash then rescued Santos, but in the process, he lost his legs due to the gunshots. The Army officer apologized, stating that Flash couldn't receive the Medal of Honor for the legs he lost, but Flash responded that he didn't need the medal. He felt lucky to know people whose examples would always stay in his heart. This story was inspired by real-life events involving U.S. Army's 25th Infantry Division Sergeant Jeffrey Gorin, who went through something very similar. Later, when the Army called Flash again for Project Rebirth 2.0, he agreed and was selected because of his selfless nature. He was bonded with the Venom symbiote, which restored his legs. While bonded, Flash gained Spider-Man-level powers. Initially, Flash was only supposed to remain bonded to the symbiote for 48 hours. If he stayed any longer, the symbiote would take full control of his body, potentially causing havoc. But Flash used the symbiote for his missions, and in his Agent Venom form, he became a member of teams like the Secret Avengers, Thunderbolts, and the Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, you can see that Flash's story perfectly fits the upcoming Venom movie. We've seen in Venom The Last Dance how the Army plays a role in capturing symbiotes, and they were the ones who had captured Eddie Brock. At the end of the movie, an Army officer tells Eddie to keep quiet about it. With Venom back in action, we could potentially see him clash with Knull in the future. However, it's not just about the clash with Knull, but how the character is handled and how the story is executed. I've already told you about the amazing King in Black storyline for Knull, but the question remains, will this story feature Eddie Brock's Venom? Or will it be about Agent Venom? Or will it be introduced in the MCU, in Spider-Man's world? Venom The Last Dance is performing exceptionally well at the box office, but the Venom stories I'm familiar with have a different tone. You can see in Spider-Man how it's difficult to manage movies and storylines within the same franchise, but the way it is being shown is pretty interesting. All eyes are now on the Kraven the Hunter movie, which is R-rated. An R-rated movie means less studio interference, giving the writer and director more freedom to showcase their clear vision. The best example of this is Logan, which was made R-rated for this very reason. If Kraven the Hunter succeeds, there's a good chance that the upcoming Agent Venom movies will also be R-rated. There have been rumors for a long time that Sony is working on a Sinister Six movie, bringing all the characters from the Spider-Verse together. Remember, after Spider-Man No Way Home, Vulture appeared in the Sony Spider-Man universe, and now, in Kraven the Hunter, we will see multiple Spider-Man-related characters. So, there are good chances of seeing Agent Venom, Morbius, Kraven, Vulture, Rhino, and Chameleon together in this rumor project. Let's merge these two ideas and see what happens what if, in Sony's Spider-Man universe, the Sinister Six, who are usually villains, are turned into defenders against Knull, the evil symbiote. It's a wild idea, but this is how Sony could deliver an Avengers-level story using all their characters. Eddie Brock could also return with Venom, just like in the comics, where he bonds with Venom before the King in Black storyline. Let me know what you think of Flash Thompson's story and how inspiring you found it. And if you like this video, don't forget to like and share it, and subscribe to our channel for more content. To explore just how powerful Knull is, check out the video above. And to learn more about Agent Venom's origins, watch the one below. I'll be back with more exciting stories soon.